Guys, welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect LFC. I'm your host, Simon. We are back again with another one. So, of course, we just watched Liverpool playing against, is it Okomohai or something like that? A team in Japan in one of the best reception ever. 70,000 fans attended that game, and it was really a good game. Really, to be honest, we got to see the good, the bad, and the ugly, in which we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Yeah, the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's how it was, really, to be honest, when you look at how the game was set up, how we played in the game. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to the Connect LFC. That's the only way you support us here. So let's talk about it. Of course, there were two star boys who shone today. And by the way, I need to correct people. That's not Trey first goal for Liverpool. That's his second. He scored another goal where Virgil van Dijk was trying to force him to go celebrate in the preseason again. So that's his second goal. Get that correct. Don't be saying that's his first. That's his second goal. As well as Rio, this is the second goal. Even though you are not gonna really look at the one that is scored behind in the closed door game that they played, that's also his second goal. So it's really important to get those things correctly. So let's talk about what we really enjoyed. Let's talk about the good first. I think we can see where Liverpool are trying to go. We can see what the manager is trying to achieve, trying to find ways of over. He's trying to take advantages of adding more players who can cause chaos. Try by all means to come up with tactics to create main advantages in certain phases of the games. Hence why you see a lot of our right back and left back are always gonna be like, it feels sometimes that they're always gonna be overlapping. And every single time, whenever they're overlapping, I thought the other one would stay and be with the center back. But sometimes you'll be surprised that no, whenever he does not stay, he actually goes and become one of the midfielders, while the other one is overlapping as a striker, pushing the left winger or the right winger inside to become one of the midfield. So there is a mission from Arne Slot where he wants to take advantages of the spaces, creating opportunities to put pressures under the game. And I think it's going to be something that is going to come out to perfection, especially when the team can gel together and everything is now starting to work well. Also, on the other thing, allowing this kid to shine in the games the way he is doing, it's out of this world. Rio and Trey have actually become so much of, it feels like they're taking a certain level to actually becoming first team regulars, especially if they continue playing the way they are doing. For right now, we've watched Rio in 3 games, and in all, of course, that one was behind the scene closed door match, but in all the 3 games which we have watched him live, he has dominated the right backs that he has been dealing with. That shows us that there is something special about this kid, and it's up to the manager to see, because right now people are calling that he should be Luis Diaz's replacement. They don't need to look for another replacement for Diaz. Just keep him, because he just looks a player. He just looks like he's really enjoying his time. He's performing well, he's putting pressure, he's doing everything he can do. So I'm really excited to see how that one is going to be set up, like how things are going to actually go on. Like, but I'm telling you, Rio and Trey are the future. This kids shows so much out of them that I have never seen. Let's just talk about Rio. Rio, the fact that he's not afraid to take on players one-on-one. And today, unlike the last time, he was actually creating something. And he did something that was amazing today, it did not go to a goal, but it was really amazing the way he was able to close, control, and turn and confuse the whole team of the Japanese team. It was really amazing because he was running. It looked like he was going to be going, and it felt like he was coming inside so that he can shoot. Then he came back from the position which he was, shot at a close, and the goalkeeper just had to throw himself on the ball. That's the only way he could stop it. If I continue seeing that from Rio, I'm telling you, it's going to be exciting. I know every Liverpool fan left that game really enjoying and saying that this is the best game that they've ever watched. Because it was. The performance from the players were out of this world. I think they showed so much maturity in terms of how they controlled the game, how they performed in the game, how they actually approached the game. It was really amazing to see. Let's move on to the other player, Trey. playing that Florian this player position, becoming that number 10 player, the guy who link up, try to put Nunes in the game, but also on top of that, going to help out behind, exchanging with Curtis Jones and McAllister, because McAllister and Curtis Jones were playing the other one as a DM, the other one also playing on the other side as either box, and they were exchanging in those things. It was really amazing to see how young Rio just fitted in and he was performing so well to help out the team and to go forward. And remember, Harvey Elliott was in the game playing that Salah position, coming in and allowing Jeremy Frimpong to overlap so that he can do those amazing crosses where the training on the goal came from that crosses, as well as so much of what he was offering. So there is some amazing things we are seeing from this new system that Arne Slot is adding into the team, and it looks like the players are still working on it to actually grasp it and have an idea of how it works. Let's move on to the. Remember, this were the good. Let's move on to the bad. The first half. So the main teams really today was a strong team, and the one thing that I struggled to see, it feels like the passes between the players are still lacking. They feel like the chemistry of knowing, or maybe to have that foreseeing of an expectation of knowing what the player you're playing with is going to do. So many times Verts will be trying to do something and you feel either maybe the striker sees it late or maybe they just not react to the passes that Verts will be releasing, and the defender reacts earlier than them and you lose the ball. It happened countless times that I started feeling that there is something that needs to change, because you cannot keep missing the opportunity to take advantages of the spaces that are being created, because the team is working so hard to create those spaces versus trying to moments to see the spaces that you can have if you just are led to the ball and maybe get to the ball. It happened so many times that it was irritating, and to a point it caused so many attacks to break down whenever there was an opportunity to go. So also Salah as well on top of that. And some of the moments when you would be expecting him maybe to kick or maybe to pass it a different way, he tries to cut it back in, and he was losing so many balls, so much time that it was really starting to irritate anyone who was watching the game. Most of me, I was really getting irritated by the fact that Salah was losing the ball almost every single time. But he did try to change it. There was a pass that he showed to Cody Gakpo. I have no idea what was happening with Cody Gakpo. He just did not have his shooting boots as well. That's also part of the bad, because of all the strikers, especially in the first half, he got the ball most of the time. The balls were falling to him, and he just could not finish up the chances. I know Salah was bringing them, but so much of the opportunities which were being created, Salah was just, Gapo was either missing or maybe taking too many chances that it was making it easier for the Japanese team to stop us, or maybe sometimes shooting and maybe the ball going as wide as you have never seen it going. And it happens so many times, and that has to be worked on. It always comes. Remember, this is the first. I think now they've played their first 60 minutes. Let's see as they continue when they start playing more games, maybe 90 minutes and so forth and so on, because that still needs to be really clear and to be set into stones so that we can actually start to celebrate. On the other hand, and now we're moving to the ugly. The pitch of that game was really terrible. It was really difficult for this team to actually try to flow the ball well. It was only young Rio who showed that he had a technique of moving the ball easily, even though the pitch was not allowing him to do so. And that tells me that if he's comfortable playing in a crazy pitch like that and still outperform almost most of the players who are in the game, then I'm telling you the future is really bright for Rio, and I'm really excited to see what happens. Trey as well, don't sit on how he performed it today. Even Arne Slot talked about it, that he helped us in so many options, in helping and breaking so many opportunities of this team when they were going to attack and pushing so much pressure that whenever they go to the other team, they lose the ball easily. So it is really amazing to see how we can build from that and how we can actually get better. There's so much we can learn from this. This was the preseason, and a lot of things are still gonna change, and it's gonna start making sense. But of course, young Trey, young Rio, you have to really be excited and celebrate them, because it was amazing to watch. So don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the person you support us here at the TFC. So we'll see you on another one as we prepare for the transfers. The Isak issue is heating up, and as well Benjamin Sesko. Where is he going to go? We'll talk about it on the Football Connect, as well as on the Football Connect LFC. I'm out. Peace. Click the like button and subscribe to the Connect.